Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Reese, also known as Ralph Dude, and this time I'm bringing you guys a brand new Samurott and HISUIAN Typhlosion team in this episode that I think is going to be really fun to use, and I hope you also enjoy it. Of course, you have the rental code in the right side of your screen if you want to try yourself, and obviously in the description of this video you're going to see the Pokepaste with all the EVs and whatnot. So let's break this down. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please show your support by leaving a like. I really appreciate that, and if you can also consider subscribing to the channel, helps me a ton to keep growing. Let's break this down. Talonflame is the main Tailwind setter of this team. Why Talonflame and not a Whimsicott? The idea is like I wanted to build a Tailwind offense team with obviously a priority Tailwind setter, and I was considering Whimsicott for a while because, you know, Whimsicott has Prankster, Sunny Day, you can pair that with Typhlosion, and that's what everyone is doing. When you see a Typhlosion, it's usually next to a Whimsicott, right? There's nothing wrong with that, of course, but I wanted to be a little bit more creative if possible, so I decided to go with Talonflame after testing Whimsicott for a while, and there was something I was realizing that I was not liking the fact that I needed to combine Whimsicott with some priority blocking effect if I wanted Typhlosion to be in favorable scenarios sometimes. And Talonflame has those two aspects. You can give, obviously, Tailwind, that's why you would use Talonflame in the first place. It's a priority Tailwind, it's not Prankster, but it's Gale Wings boosted. But you can also give Talonflame this move called Quick Guard. And when I saw that the Talonflame, I remember the Talonflame learns Quick Guard, I was like, okay, this is it. This is what I want to have because you can block priority and have the option to set up Tailwind in the same Pokemon. Which is something that Whimsicott cannot do. It's also something that Murkrow cannot do. So I felt that was really nice because Typhlosion is weak to Sucker Punch, is weak to Aqua Jet, is weak to Shadow's Dig, you know, very powerful. Not powerful, but like very common to some extent priority moves. So this Talonflame is max speed with max HP. I wanted to have, you know, some bulk. I didn't care about having, you know, very little attack stat. It's not necessarily Talonflame's job anyways to do damage. We have other mons for the damage part of the team, so I wanted to be bulky, survive some things. Maybe it can give me the chance to set up a second Tailwind or set up Sunny Day or something. But it's also max speed because I wanted to have that option, always outspeeding Whimsicott and outspeeding, or at least speed time with other Talonflames. Has the Cover Cloak item, so you are unable to get flinched by Fake Out, and your speed cannot be reduced by, like, you know, Icy Wind or Electro Webs. Has a Braver for the main damaging move that is also priority when Talonflame's HP is a full. That's what Gale Wings does. It gives priority to flying type moves if Talonflame's HP is a full. So you have Braver, Tailwind, Sunny Day, and Quick Guard. The Sunny idea was also nice, of course. When you have Typhlosion, you want to have that extra power, and that's something that Whimsicott obviously does with Prankster Sunny Day. But Talonflame is not Prankster, but you still have a really fast Sunny Day that sometimes is just enough. So I wanted to have that, and that's how this Talonflame idea came to play. Now, obviously, we want Typhlosion, right? Typhlosion, HISUIAN Typhlosion has the Ghost typing, which is nice in some cases, and obviously gives it also a weakness to Sucker Punch. But at the end of the day, that's fine. I am very happy with the Ghost typing because it allows Typhlosion to be immune to Fake Out, which means that this HISUIAN Typhlosion is safe from turn 1 Fake Outs from the opponent. And it has the Frisk ability, which is nice in Close Team Sheet because it allows you to see the opponent's item the moment you send Typhlosion to the battle. It has a Choice Spec set with Timid, Max Speed, Max Special Attack, Investment, Terra Fire for more damage, Eruption, Shadow Ball, Overheat, and Heat Wave. I wanted to go Timid, not Modest, even though Modest obviously gives you more damage output. I wanted to outspeed as many things as possible that are like within that speed benchmark. And also, of course, in a mirror, if you're Timid, you have a slightly better, you know, chance to succeed. So I prefer that. You know, Eruption is a move you're going to be clicking for the most part. Shadow Ball is something you would be clicking eventually, especially against like Flash Fire Pokemon, because even if they resist fire moves, sometimes you just want to click Eruption in the sun or, you know, your fire moves. Overheat is like to nuke something if you really need that. For example, you can nuke Indeedee. If they lead like a Indeedee Galade, you can go for Overheat, Sunny Day, or something. Or not even Sunny Day, you can lead like Typhlosion with something else. And then Heat Wave, you know, another spread move if Eruption is not worth it anymore, because Eruption is based on your own Typhlosion HP. So if you have full HP, that's the move you should be clicking. If you have, of course, not full HP, let's say 50%, 40%, maybe you want to click Heat Wave. That's the idea. Then we have Garchomp, another Pokemon that really likes having Talonflame as a partner because it's a ground type. Obviously, it's immune to electric moves and resists rock moves that Talonflame is weak to. And you can set up Tailwind and spam Earthquake with Garchomp next to Talonflame. That's the idea. Garchomp has Earthquake, Stomping Tantrum, Dragon Claw, Protect. I wanted to have Stomping Tantrum for obvious reasons. Rillaboom is on the format, is a very common Pokemon in the format, so you don't want an Earthquake when there's a grassy terrain on the field. For those of you that don't know, grassy terrain reduces the damage by 50% of Earthquake and Bulldoze. Not every ground move, only Earthquake and Bulldoze, so you can still click Stomping Tantrum in grassy terrain and have the full power. Dragon Claw to hit other dragons. Stomping Tantrum has a unique mechanic where like it doubles in power after certain conditions are met. For example, if you miss your attack or if you hit an immunity, Stomping Tantrum is going to double in power the next turn. If you flinch, also Stomping Tantrum is going to double in power next turn. So if you're put to sleep, the turn you wake up, Stomping Tantrum doubles in power. So those are mechanics that are worth considering, right? Because sometimes you have a 150 base power move that is just the most optimal move you can hit if any of these scenarios that I just mentioned happen. Rough Skin, so if they touch you, they take some Recoil Life Orb to increase your damage output. Jolly, max speed, max attack. Terra Steel for some defensive capabilities if you want. I also considered Ground, but I eventually landed on Steel because, you know, resisting Ice, resisting Dragon and Fairy is also sometimes very tempting. And then we have another, hopefully, star of the team, HISUIAN Samurott. This Pokemon is my favorite water starter of all the generations. Samurott is a Pokemon that I fell in love back in the Black and White era, and now it has this new form with the HISUIAN version, and I think it's pretty cool. I would have loved if this Pokemon had like 10-15 more attack stat points in the base attack stat, but it's fine. 108 attack is not great, but that's usually what they give to starters, like around 110, 120 at most. I would have loved if this thing had 120, but they gave it this amazing ability called Sharpness. Sharpness boosts the power of certain moves that have this cutting effect included to 50%, right? So Aqua Cutter, Night Slash, Sacred Sword all are considered cutting moves. So they get this 50% increase from Sharpness, making them really powerful. Aqua Cutter is 70, so it's not extremely powerful, but with the Sharpness boost, it actually becomes a 105 base power move. Same for Night Slash, and then Sacred Sword becomes 100. If I'm not wrong, it's 135 base power move, factoring the Sharpness. And then we have Protect. This Samurai set is a crit set. It has a Razor Claw to increase the crit chance, and Aqua Cutter and Night Slash are high crit chance moves. So if you combine those two things, you have a 50% chance to get a crit with Aqua Cutter or Night Slash, which is amazing because that way Samurai can do even more damage. It's like even a choice band for free, but it ignores attack drops, of course, from Intimidate when you crit. So that's amazing. And Terra Poison felt like the best defensive Terra for this thing. It has a very nice typing. You know, Water and Dark is really nice against a lot of Pokemon in the format right now. It checks Goldengo, it checks Incineroar, it checks Kingambit, it checks Basculegion, right? Like it resists both stabs from all those 4 Pokemon I just mentioned. So that's pretty nice. And defensively, of course, is weak to some things that you cover almost every single one of them with Poison. Resist Fairy, resist Bug, resist Grass, and resist Fighting. 4 of your 5 weaknesses are covered by Poison, so I think it's amazing defensive Terra for Samurott. This Samurott is Adamant, max speed, max attack. It's 85 base speed, so going max speed is nice because you can speed tie with Modest Goldengo. No, you outspeed Modest Goldengo by 1 point, actually. You can speed tie with Modest Archaludon if they're max speed, which sometimes can happen if they're running, like, for example, a sturdy Power Herb set. That can come into play. Sacred Sword, remember, ignores stat changes on the opponent, on the target, basically. So if they have defense boost on Archaludon, Sacred Sword is going to ignore that and do massive damage. Electabuzz is here to give some defensive backbone to the team. You have the Eviolite set, which makes it really tanky. Vital Spirit, so you can be immune to being put to sleep, which is nice against Amoonguss and Lilligant. You have Thunderbolt for consistent damage, Follow Me, Taunt, and Protect. Terra Fairy, so you can maybe resist some dark moves from King Gambit or be immune to dragon moves from Dragapult. That was the idea. Electabuzz is a Pokemon you probably are never going to Terrasilize almost, but in case that's your win condition, you can go for that Terra Fairy defensively. And then finally, Meowscarada. I think Primarina is a problem for Typhlosion and Samurott, of course, and Primarina is really common in the format right now. So I needed something that can hit Primarina consistently, and Meowscarada with Focus Sash is a consistent way to play around Primarina. You have Flower Trick, which always gets crit. It's a guaranteed crit, making it really powerful. I think the move is 70, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it could be 75. I think it's 70. So it's like, you know, 105 base power factor the crit. Knockoff, Triple Axle, and Protect. Triple Axle is nice for, you know, coverage into other grass types or dragon types. It's Overgrow, so it's Focus Sash. If they bring you down to 1 HP, you know, triggering your Focus Sash. Now Overgrow gives you a 50% increase in your Flower Trick, and you also have the Terra Grass for even more damage if you need to. This Meowscarada's Jolly Max Speed, Max Attack is in a very nice speed tier, so I wanted to have that on Meowscarada. And guys, this is the team. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's get into some battles and let's see this team in action together. And we found our first opponent of the day. We're playing against Sios, 33rd. Wow, that's a pretty high rating. So we're playing against someone that is really high rated, and they're using Mousehold with Goldengo, Basco Legion, Dragonite, Murkrow, and Archaludon. There's a Basco Legion without a Pelipper, so I imagine that Murkrow is Rain Dance. I have a feeling that Archaludon is just Power Herb Sturdy. That makes the most sense in this team. Dragonite, I've seen a lot of loaded dice Dragonites lately. I imagine that Mousehold is offensive, but it could also be Friend Guard. Goldengo tends to be choice specs on a Murkrow team. We have Tailwind of our own, so we can go with that. They have the Rain Dance, I imagine, right? If I go Typhlosion, it's going to be a Mind Game turn 1, but I think I'm going to go Typhlosion. I'm going to go Samurott, and I think I'm going Meowscarada as well. Because what's a Mind Game? Like, if they lead Murkrow, they have Rain Dance, but the Rain Dance goes first because they are Prankster, and Talonflame is not Prankster, so I can set up the Sunny Day second. Now, I don't know if they might be expecting the Talonflame to have Sunny Day. They are very high rated, so I imagine they have a lot of experience against meta things or just against, you know, things in the ladder. So there's a chance they know that. But they're leading Dragonite, which is not what I wanted to see. EV Light and Murkrow, and it's AV Dragonite. This is probably the worst lead for me because I'm not doing any damage to that thing. They can Tailwind Earthquake if they have Earthquake or Stomping Tantrum. How do I get through this? I can Tailwind Eruption, but they can also Rain Dance. Can I afford to Sunny Day? I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to Sunny Day Eruption. Yeah, because they can Rain Dance. Exactly. So I can eliminate the Murkrow. Hopefully here. This is Sunny Day boosted Eruption. And Murkrow is gone. Nice. So I took the risk. It paid off because I was not setting up Tailwind. So if they Tailwind, there's the Earthquake. Yeah, Tailwind Earthquake was a play they had. This should KO Typhlosion. Oh, it actually survives, which can be useful for later, honestly. If I want to switch it out. So I can Tailwind here. I don't think Talonflame, even with the Terra Fly-In, KO's Dragonite. It's an AV Dragonite, so I imagine it's bulky. I'm gonna Tailwind and switch into Samurott. This might be a bad idea. I wanted to Terra Braver the Dragonite, I just don't think it's gonna be enough for that range. They are Terrastalizing the Dragonite. Okay, they're gonna Extreme Speed the Talonflame, I imagine. As long as I survive, they could double target the Talonflame with Aqua Jet as well. Yeah, they double target the Talonflame. But I survive. Take that, Basculegion. And now I can Quick Guard and Sacred Sword your Dragonite. Thank you for the Terra Normal, my friend. I appreciate it. The bulk on Talonflame paying off. I can Night Slash the Basculegion, but I think it's more important to just Secret Sword the Dragonite. No Aqua Jet for you. Nope. And he didn't go for Extreme Speed either, so see you later, Dragonite. Okay. I don't think that Basculegion is banded, because it did so little damage to the Talonflame. Yeah, it's in the sun. Maybe it is banded. Maybe it is. Goldengo. So I have Tailwind, they don't. I think the best play here is just like Quick Guard attack. But who do I attack? I can KO either. I'm gonna attack the Basculegion. They're already Terra, and they have two things that usually don't do well into Samurott. Unless the Goldengo has Thunderbolt, I should be fine. And I have Typhlosion and Meowscarada in the back for Goldengo, so I should not worry much about it. Let's see. No Aqua Jet. It's a Sash Basculegion, unfortunately. That's not what I wanted to see. Because now in that specs, I might lose. If I attack the Goldengo, I would have 100% win, I think. Wave Crash in the sun. Wave Crash with Focus Sash. I never expected a Focus Sash Basculegion, honestly. It crossed my mind when I didn't see any like damage. But I don't know, why would you have Sash with Wave Crash? It feels counterintuitive. I mean, it's for the latter, I guess. It's Choice Specs Goldengo, so we got to confirm that. I could go for a fire move, but Eruption is the only consistent fire move, and that can miss. So let's just go for a Shadow Ball. A Spec Shadow Ball should be enough. They cannot Terra, and we just beat a really high-rated player with our Samurott and Typhlosion team. Talonflame put in work. I think it's very, very nice to have the Quick Guard in this spot of the metagame, because a lot of people just go for priority moves on your team, and I don't know why they're taking so much. Like, bro, you are locked into Choice Specs Make It Rain. I don't know, are you trying to maybe DQ and make the battle to not count or something? I don't know. They're taking so much, and Shadow Ball is gonna come off, and it's gonna be a clean one-shot. Thank you for your service, Goldengo. You tried, but Talonflame, honestly, was probably the start of the show this game. I had to make that really good call turn one, because, you know, if I go for Tailwind and then go for Rain Dance, I get nothing. So I imagine in a team like this, you have Rain Dance and Mercury, so I had to make the call. I also knew that it's something in my favor slightly more, because they don't know I have Sunny Day. No one expects Sunny Day on Talonflame, so it's like, from their perspective, they have to rain dance. It's free. So I just went for the sunny day and got the call correctly. So GG to our opponent. Let's get into our next battle. And we found our second opponent of the day. Someone from 604 rating, and it's a slacking Weezing team with those of Tatsugiri and then Talonflame with Goldango. This feels like a 2-2-2 composition. You just have duos. Your couple slacking Weezing, your second couple those of Tatsugiri, and your third couple Talonflame with Goldango. Usually specs. How do I approach this? I kind of want to go Typhlosion. Slacky could have Sucker Punch. That's my only concern. I want to bring Meowscarada and Samurott in the back for that Dondozo. And it's going to be a tough one because, like, I know Slacking gets Sucker Punch. So if I lead Talonflame Typhlosion and they lead Weezing Slacking, they can easily Sucker Punch. They're going to get rid of my ability, so I don't know the items. I can Quick Guard. Tatsugiri with Talonflame. It's a Choice Scarf Tatsugiri and a Sharp Beak. Oh, this is actually really bad. They're just gonna Muddy Water. I don't know what to do here. Like, I was never expecting this lead. I think I lose. Honestly, in turn 1. I don't have a... They just Muddy Water. Can I just hope for a miss? I'm gonna try this. I just don't think it's gonna be enough to KO Tatsugiri. It's Terra Flying Bravebird. That I don't have any boost in. Oh. And it's Terra Water. Oh, yeah, that's just GG. If I don't KO this thing, it's GG. I don't think I'm going to KO. But maybe I can crit. That was a weird lead that I never expected, honestly. But that was a very good lead on their end. Yeah, Tailwind. I wish I had Sucker Punch in Meowscarada now. Terra Flying Bravebird. Is it enough? It's not enough. It's not enough. White Wire misses on a Samurott. So that was a Typhlosion. I can Quick Guard. I can Quick Guard and KO the Talonflame. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I didn't Tailwind though, so I have to stall the Tailwind somehow. They're switching to Tatsugiri because Samurott can have Sucker Punch. Oh, that's a good play. They bring the Weezing, so they don't have Gale Wings, and now, yeah. Oh, they went for Flare Blitz, actually. Well, they have Weezing and Tatsugiri. That's a weird lineup. Like, Brock's to them. I don't have Sharpness anymore, but it's still enough. I'm gonna bring Meowscarada. Might be slacking. Is it slacking? Oh my goodness, this player really knows what they're doing. Wow, he just brought the Tatsugiri without Dondoso just for a standalone damage. And now he has the Whis in here. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, I don't have anything to do here. 2 turns of Tailwind. It's just impossible. I mean, I'm going to try, but I don't have damage. I don't. They have Double Edge. And Sludge Bomb. I can switch into Typhlosion. Should I risk it? I want to risk it so badly, but at the same time, I don't. I don't have too many options, honestly. If I want to win, I need to save Samurott because that's my way to hopefully beat the Tatsugiri. They went for knockoff. So they're not Choice Banded, which makes sense. They're Life Orb. Now, I cannot beat Weezing anymore. Flower Trick. That's just not even enough. Because I'm not in Overgrow range. I mean, I don't have Overgrow because of Weezing. So, I think I'm done here. Unfortunate. He read me, like, switching out. Went for a knockoff into Samurott. Maybe I should have just stayed with Samurott. The thing is, like, the Tatsugiri comes, just clicks Muddy Water. So I wanted to have some kind of way to stop them from clicking Muddy Water, and they have to click Draco. Or something else. I don't see any way of winning. Maybe a knockoff crit? Maybe a knockoff crit. Because Flower Trick, and they have Protect even. Yeah, that's a GG. You just take the loss. You just take the loss there. Like, my opponent had a very, very solid game plan into me. I had no way to play around this. Like, Tatsugiri with Talonflame and just lacking Weezing in the back. Like, procs to them. I had no way to play around that. Like, I have to respect Doso, I have to respect Slacking. Using Tatsugiri that way is not something I've seen much. So, there was no way for me to call that. And he is just faster. He has to be faster. And that's just, they get the crit just to insult injury. GG, GG. Like, I would like to say I could have done something better, but it's just like, what could I even do? What can I even do? Like, they just lead Talonflame, Tatsugiri, and that covers for pretty much everything. Like, I could have led Meowscarada, I guess, but you know, that's not gonna change anything. I cannot KO Tatsugiri if they don't Terra. If they see Meowscarada, obviously they're not gonna Terra Water, right? So I hoped that like Terra Braver would KO Tatsugiri, but it was not enough. You know, you probably need to be max attack to do that. I actually can run the clock real quick. Yeah, you need to be max attack or close to max attack to ensure that KO. You need to have exactly 196 EVs in attack, and obviously I don't have that. So, or have a Sharp Beak, but I have Cover Cloak, so it was tough. It was tough. GG to our opponent. Let's get into the next battle of the day. And we found our next opponent of the day. We're playing against Lorcy. Lorcy using this standard T-Tar boring team. I don't like the matchup into this. Like, T-Tar can be annoying, but I think this is a match where Samurott has to do its thing. They're gonna try to set up Trick on me, right? I can go Electabuzz and try to taunt them. And then have Meowscarada with Garchomp maybe. Typhlosion, like they have T-Turtle, they're gonna bring T-Turtle. Like let's bring Garchomp. It's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one. I don't think I have a good matchup into this, but we'll see because you know Trick Room. I can stop Trick Room, that's for sure. I can. However, if they go for Fake Out into my Electabuzz turn 1, then it's a tough one. Incineroar P2, yeah, that was obvious. That was obvious. I wonder what kind of Terra the Porygon has. I've seen Terra fly in. I've seen Terra fighting. I'm gonna taunt and click. I can trade, like they Fake Out. I don't want to lose. I don't want to give them a free switch, and so let's just try to Aqua Cutter and taunt. This is tricky. They might spec the taunt in Electabuzz. Oh. That's actually weird. They didn't even Fake Out. Freaking Party Shot. Okay. I imagine they're bringing Ursaluna now. They didn't cover for the taunt on Electabuzz. Yeah, there's the Ursaluna. I am okay with that. They just went for Terra less. Okay, they did cover for it. Now, do you have Earthquake? What is your Terra? Are you Ghost? I think Porygon switches out into Incineroar, right? I'm gonna follow me. And just click Aqua Cutter. Yeah, that was pretty obvious. Let's see if they Terra. If I can force him to Terra, I have Meowscarada for knockoff. I could have also Night Slash, but he's going for Protect. Okay. Porygon is 50%. Aqua Cutter here. I don't know if they have Substitute. Because if they have Substitute, they could go for it. Here. Fake Out and Sub is kind of free here. I could taunt them. Like, my instinct says that I should just double protect, but if they have Sub, this is tough for me to tell. I cannot lose Electabuzz for nothing. I'm gonna protect. I imagine his Ensign also could have Taunt, but in this team they usually just run Double Stab, Flare Blitz, and Knockoff. Fake Out into Samurott. And what are you doing with Ursaluna? Facade. Okay. So now, like, it's pretty obvious, right, that I attack into the Ursaluna. What can Incineroar even do? Really half in the back. T-Tar, I imagine, right? You can follow me and just Aqua Cutter Incineroar and expect the Ursaluna to protect or switch. But honestly, I'm just gonna attack it. If they don't protect, I get free damage. Okay, they're Terrasalizing. What is your Terra? It's Ghost, yeah. So imagine if I just went for Night Slash. But that's okay. I'm gonna lose the Electabuzz. I did nothing. I didn't get the crit. Yeah, knock off here. And Facade. Okay. Didn't get the crit this time. But that's okay. Is it? So there's a 50% Porygon in the back. And I have my Samurott here. I can knock off the Ursaluna. I don't think that's going to be enough, though. I don't think so. Knockoff is doing around 60 to 70%, so it might be enough. Might go for knockoff anyways and just... should I just go straight forward here? I think I do. Ursaluna protects. Okay, so he's trying to kill the Meowscarada here with the Flare Blitz and the Sash switching, I think. But if Samurott gets this crit, come on, 50%, bro. It's 50%. Bye-bye. Is 50%. Is 50%. Okay. Game's not over, though. Game's not over because Pichu's gonna come. And I have to double the P2, I think. Because my Samurott is -3. So I think knockoff plus this is tricky actually. Terra Flower Trick plus Sacred Sword. I think I have to double here. Like, I cannot afford to not do it. Knockoff would have gotten rid of the Eviolite. Okay. I was thinking about Night Slash, but that's okay. I had to double. He's just obviously trying to force me to double there so T-Tar can get an attack off. And I imagine T-Tar's going to go full low kick into the Samurott. So we're going to lose Samurott, but that should still be okay. Rock Slide. Rock Slide. I think Terra Flower Trick just KOs T-Tar here. And I just click Night Slash. Am I missing something? I think this should work, right? The battle was cancelled. Okay, GG to Lorsi. Samurott put in work. Crit Samurott is something I'm honestly in love in this team. It's a 50% chance. You are investing, obviously, your item slot for this. And that sometimes is a hard commitment, but it's honestly worth it. 50% with these moves that have sharpness boost is really good. So GG's to Lorsi. Let's get into our next match of the day. And we found our next opponent. We're playing against Elitas from 1473. And it's using a Talonflame Garchomp team as well. It has Talonflame, Amoonguss, Goldango, Rotom Wash, which I haven't seen in a long time. Indeedee, Male, and Garchomp. Okay, I don't see any reason to not go our own Talonflame up front with Meowscarada. I think it's weird to see Indeedee Male with Talonflame. Like, you know, you're setting up terrain for your own Braverts to not work. You can play around though. You can play around that though. I want to lead Meowscarada into this team. I feel it has a good overall match. Obviously, Talonflame is going to destroy it, but I have the Sash, and I can always just Quick Guard if I want to. Because the alternative is going Samurott and then save Meowscarada with Garchomp in the back. Samurott is not bad either. You know what? Maybe I'm going to do that, and I'm going to have Meowscarada with Garchomp in the back. I think that works. We're not going Typhlosion in this one. I could go Typhlosion, but I think Amoonguss could also be a slight problem if I don't go Typhlosion, but I have a Typhlosion, so maybe they don't go Amoonguss because I have a Typhlosion, right? I have Typhlosion, I have Talonflame. So let's see. Let's see how this game goes. They're going Talonflame Garchomp. Yeah. That's what I was expecting. So they might Earth Rock Slide here. Can switch into Garchomp. I can switch into Garchomp and just click Aqua Cutter into the Talonflame. This is risky because if they don't Tailwind here, I can lose Samurott for nothing. They switch out Garchomp into Rotom. They Tailwind. Okay. So, unless Talonflame is Focus Sash, it should be okay. Okay, so we eliminated Talonflame and we didn't set up Tailwind, so we can set it up later if we want. And there is a Meowscarada in the back. What is like Rotom's Terra? I don't even know. Because obviously I can force a Terra with Meowscarada, but like, are they Fire? Fire makes sense, right? Or maybe Electric. So this is not great either. I can lose both here. Do I want to sack one and then have a first switch into Talonflame is the question. I can just double protect also. What is that going to give me though? It's gonna sell a turn of Tailwind, I guess. They're gonna Terra. Oh, that's good, because that's gonna make it easier for Meowscarada later. You're gonna Terra the Rotom into an Electric Terra. Okay. I can live with that. Is it gonna discharge though? Are you gonna Earthquake discharge on me? No, it's just Thunder. Oh, the Rotom is faster. Wait. And they Dragon Claw. Rotom is actually faster. How many Tailwind terms are left? They have 2. I need to make this call right. It's a Choice Scarf Rotom. This is tricky because I saw their Dragon Claw, so they might be expecting the Terra. They could Earthquake this time. So if they Earthquake, I think I can survive an Earthquake. Thunderbolt is confirmed to be Choice Scarf Rotom. Oh, but if it's single target Earthquake, I don't survive. They crit! That was not needed. Samurott, you're getting revenged. They Earthquake. We lost the game. We lost the game. That was obvious, right? Like they were gonna call it in their life or 2. Their life or 2. Oh man. If this was a 2 versus 2, it's still winnable. But it's not a 2 versus 2. They still have one more Pokemon. Tailwind is still there, but if I triple Axle, I'm gonna take Rough Skin Recoil, so is GG. Is GG. What can I say? It was close. If I didn't Terra, yeah, I'm gonna take so much recoil from this. If I didn't Terra the Garchomp, I think I win. But you know, it's a tricky turn. Because the reason why I Terra was like, I know I can survive Earthquake if they are not Life Orb. So sometimes they're just like clear Amulet. But they make the call. That's good. That's good for them. Oh, they went and they crit again. Bro, you're not Scoblins or Razor Claw. You have 4% chance you're critting twice in a row. I am investing a move in a item slot. Bro, I had a chance of winning this if they didn't crit. Unless they think it's Ash. I don't know if the crit mattered though. Maybe it didn't matter. I mean, it's resisted. How much is Meowscarada taking? I'm just gonna take this time to cog because the game is over, of course. Give me just 1 sec. Bear with me. Let's say it's Rotom, like, you know, max special attack, Thunderbolt, Terra Electric. It does 39 to 46. Wait, that's not modest. It does 42 to 50%. So it was very possible that I didn't die from the Thunderbolt. because triple axle 3 times rough skin damage was like what 40 something. So I had 52%. So without the crit, actually Meowscarada wouldn't have died. I would have survived because the maximum they can do is 50, and I had more than 50%. So I would have survived. But then again, what do I do next turn? Right? What do I do next turn? I can only attack one. I can knock off the Indeedee, which is probably going down from a knockoff if they are not Sash. Or I can double the Rotom with a Overgrow boosted Flower Trick and a Brave Bird from Talonflame. Remember that Rotom is not protected from Psychic Terrain because it's levitating, so I could Brave Bird it for some chip damage, I don't know, 10, 20%. So then the Flower Trick with Overgrow, assuming is obviously it's no bulk because Scarf. I think I would have KO'd the Rotom, but then I died to Indeedee. I died to Indeedee. Yeah, I would have. If I knock off, yeah, there's no way I would have won. Even with the crit, like the crit just made it 100% guaranteed for them. But man, that Earthquake into the Terra Steel was a good call. I'm not even mad about it. It's just like I had to make the decision, and it didn't go my way. But we got some pretty good games today, so I hope you guys enjoyed the team. You know, if I didn't tear out the Garchomp, maybe I would have won. So there were things here and there, of course, that could have gone my way, maybe could have gone my opponent's way, but that's Pokemon. So the main point of this video is just to give you some new teams, some fresh ideas, and some fun ideas so you can maybe, you know, enjoy the battles and try them out by yourself if you want. So if you did enjoy this video, please show your support by leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. That's what I'm also very grateful. If you can subscribe, helps me a ton to keep growing. GG's to our opponents today. Let's continue on the next one with a new team. See you. Bye-bye.